Hey! How's it going, Chara? Yeah, there it is. Now it's working. How's it going, Chara? Hey, yeah, this isn't the first time. Not the first time, but, yeah, it doesn't happen all that often, but every now and then, it's okay. How's it going, though? How's everyone doing? So, giving it a couple seconds. Let me know how audio sounds and all that. I got a little bit of music playing in the background. It's kind of weird right now. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Actually, let's do a quick change of that. There's a lot of random electronic stuff that we could do.
Welcome to AccuRadio.
Yeah, ignore the ads.
Welcome to AccuRadio.
Here we go.
Welcome to AccuRadio.
I'm gonna try this one. I'm just looking for stuff that is less singing. You know? Anyway, let's have at it. Switch back over to chat, and I believe we are good to go. Well, I'm glad that you're here to join me, Char, and everyone else that comes and goes throughout the stream. So what's going on right now, I'm going to clear some of that. It's a bit of a different stream. I've done one like this before where I was just trying to get an idea as to what was going on in the Pokemon Go world, because I do play that game a little bit here and there. My gaming schedule, as most of you know who follow me, it's a little sporadic, but there's been a lot going on. So starting off, Community Day was last weekend, and I had the opportunity to go out and participate in both the Dratini one last month and then Bulbasaur this time around. So what we're looking at here, if I go back to my time back around Community Day, I've caught a lot of random stuff. That's because we're going to be doing some evolutions in the meantime. Backing up in time, we got some Bulbasaurs. I ended up catching around 120-ish Bulbasaurs, not quite as many. Not quite as many Bulbasaurs as I did Dratinis, but still okay. Also catching stuff in the meantime. But it had a very good run. I got about 2 or 3 shinies. Had a great time. I already had a perfect Ivysaur from a raid that I did much earlier. Really, this thing. There we go. But I had a perfect Ivysaur that I got from a raid, a solo raid, a number of months ago. And I finally got enough candies to evolve it all the way. So, oh, there we go. So, I'm going to switch back and forth. So, what I just caught was my 10th Pokemon for a quest thing. I'll get back to that later, but you saw that notification. Anyway. Where we were. Sorry for the hectic scrolling that you see going on now. Don't need to look at you, buddy. Shiny Dragonites, we talked about those before. Keep scrolling up. Got a lot of inventory management to do yet today. Here we go. So here's a shiny Venusaur. Unfortunately, it's been kicked out of the gym, but still. This one was one of my better IV shinies. I only had 3, so this is the best IV shiny that I had. And I evolved it, and it knows Frenzy Plant, which is the exclusive move that you get when you evolve during events. There's always an exclusive move, and so far, a shiny variant. It's a pretty awesome Venusaur. I'm not going to power him up much because I have another one that is looking just as cool. Other things that I did, you can see I have another shiny Bulbasaur, and I also got a shiny Lugia. Now look at this one. This actually has very good IVs. It was weather boosted at the time, and it has a great moveset as well. So shiny Lugia was a great find during the event. So much experience, so much Stardust. As you can see on my character, I'm close to level 36, which is fantastic. But it was a great event. I had a fantastic time working with my community and basic collecting as much as we could. Yeah, so I'm currently sitting at 397 out of 400. The reason being is because I wanted to do some evolutions. At the same time, I also wanted to find that Venusaur. There he is. Perfect IV Venusaur. There's some inventory management I need to do, and there's a couple of other things I need to work on as well. But this is a perfect IV Venusaur. Plenty of Stardust. Plenty of Bulbasaur candies thanks to the event. I want to max this guy out because he knows Frenzy Plant. I waited to evolve him until the event actually happened. He knows Frenzy Plant. He's going to be a very strong grass type attacker. So we're going to hold off on him. We're going to keep him in mind, keep him towards the end because he's kind of our special thing that's going on. And let's talk about the other big thing that just released. So you notice on the interface, on the IU, the screen has changed quite a bit. So what we're looking at here is we have the weather that used to be down here, now is up here. And it still has the same alerts. I don't know why I'm constantly getting hazardous weather alerts. I don't know if anyone else is getting that. I've been getting that for a very long time. Even though when there's nothing going on, it's just kind of perpetually stuck that way. But regardless, I got a new Go Plus. Perfect timing for community. It's right here. Bam. Rest in peace, the one that's in California that got lost there through luggage. That's how it is. But got a new one. Working out great. So all kidding aside, everything. Let's move on. Got focus, Romo. Here we go. Quests. So here's this. They actually are calling it research, but what it is something that released earlier today around 4 o'clock my time, and they are daily goals that you want to achieve in order to get items or special encounters. So we have an example here. The field is where you're out and about, you spin Pokestops, and you are able to get these assignments, and it looks like there's actually a little trash can that you can get rid of one. So for example, I'm going to get rid of the fire type because where I am, where I am in the Midwest, you don't really get fire types unless there's a nest. So it doesn't really happen. There's no point in me doing that one. But you can see the rewards that they give. A question mark grass means a random encounter that's generally pretty darn good. It's something that is a little bit higher IV. It's like an egg hatch, but it could be something that's a little higher IV and could be an evolved form. I know a guy who got like a 92 Flareon. I also know a guy who got 100% Bulbasaur, but I already have one of those, so there's no big deal. But you do one a day. Here we go. Complete field research to collect stamps. You can receive only one research stamp each day for completing field research. You work your way up to the 7th one in a row, and you get a bonus. So it's a breakthrough in research. You get Stardust, mystery items, and a Pokemon appears, and it's hinted that this Pokemon for the field research can be legendary or increase in rarity. Now the other thing we want to look at, the reason why it's orange is because I did specials today. So special, the mythical discovery is the first one. It's an 8-part quest. Here's the guy, Professor Willow. Romerette, how are you? I'm doing alright. I'm actually pretty excited about this. I got a decent amount of sleep. Thanks for asking, buddy. You're doing great. But it's been a while, hasn't it? You've been quite the trainer. You've become quite the trainer. Oh, thank you very much. I am wearing my Trainer Tips hat. I'm not sure if he's actually saying anything. He's just mouthing stuff. He's also got a stethoscope. He's also jacked. And he's got a nice little rig in the background. Wanted to ask for your help. As you know, I've studied Pokemon and their habitats. I've learned a lot over the years, but recently I found some hints and some other mysterious... Yeah, hi. He's still waving. Alright, cool. He's also... Does he have a raid pass down there? He has a raid pass. Help investigate what's going on. You will, that's great. I didn't have much of a choice. Let's calibrate my instruments into your area. Complete the following. So I did those. So as you saw at the bottom a little while ago, they actually saw tip the fedora. Yeah. It's actually a ball cap, but I got you. I completed all these. So these are the rewards that I can get, which they have listed: 10 great balls, 1 incubator, and 3 lures, which are actually, you know, pretty darn good rewards. Let's do this. Task complete. Task complete. Task complete. They're all complete. Claim the reward. I got 10 great balls, 1 egg incubator, which I'm going to use, and 3 lure modules. Great. Thanks, Roman. Yeah, no problem, man. I got your back. Now I should be able to detect anything out of the ordinary. I believe we need to be on the lookout for mythical Pokemon. Mythical Pokemon are extremely rare and unique and may consider their existence to be a mere rumor. The mythical Pokemon that he's referring to in the first 3 generations are Mew, Celebi, and Deoxys as well. So those are the ones you're going to think about. Right? I think the first one actually is Mew. Is what most people are thinking. Get my instruments set up around your local habitat. This would be a great time to take your buddy out to explore a bit more and hatch some eggs. Perfect timing for it too, because right now we have the extravaganza, the egg extravaganza, due to the Easter time period. Happy Good Friday, everyone. And what's going on in that situation is you want to basically hatch as many 2K eggs as possible. So those are my new things for tomorrow. So 2,000 Stardust, 3 Incense, and 20 Great Balls. That's not bad at all. So what I gotta do tomorrow, earn 2 candies walking with your buddy, make 10 Great Throws, and hatch 3 eggs. Which are doable. Because right now, if you want to take a look-see, catch this guy first. One of the field quests I need to do is throw Great Balls. So let's, I don't know if it said catch or if it said throw. So let's see if we can get some Great Throws in. There's one. Depending on the Pokemon, I got it down to science. She's got to catch the dude. There he is. Let's see if something shows up. Make a Great Throw. Make 10 Great Throws. Right on. Oh, he's weather boosted too. I'm not going to keep him. See you, buddy. But that's the idea behind quests, is that we have these things that we can add on to, that we can do every day and get rewards for, which is fantastic. This sort of research is what they're calling it in game, and it adds another layer of complexity to the game, which is good, because it was getting to a point where everyone was like, yeah, we're raiding, yeah, we're doing all these nice things, but it doesn't add up. You're just leveling up, and what do you do once you level up? Okay, so this is the same thing. I already got it. So working my way on the special towards 10 Great Throws, and here, if another Pokemon shows up in the meantime, I'm going to try to get a Great Throw. I'm going to see what happens with that encounter. But looking at my eggs, we've got a bunch of 2Ks. It's because all the 2Ks are being given out for this. How do you think the candy was made? The candy. So a lot of people joke around that the candy is actually due to sending Professor Willow the Pokemon, getting it ground up, and then you get candies out of it. Yeah, no. Scrape their skin off and turn the meat into bodies. It's like it's the dark joke behind it, but I don't know. When you give a peanut berry to them, they drop a bunch of candies, so I'm not entirely sure what really is the essence behind that. But regardless, interesting question all the same. We're really excited about this field research progression. So there we go. That's the new icon there, new interface. I'm currently walking with a buddy. What they wanted me to do tomorrow is get 2 candies with a buddy. This one is a 3K. I might switch to something that's more of a 1K. That way I can very quickly get what I need. And if I go to number and go to something that's in the 3rd gen, because there are a few things I'm still trying to evolve, 3rd generation. Pick something that's like a 1K walk. Phoebus. Phoebus needs to be walked. Phoebus needs to be walked. Oh no, I lied. Phoebus is a 5K walk. I should have known that. I hatched one from this event, actually. It was really cool. Nose pass. Are you 1K, Aggron? Or Aeron? Yeah, you are. Okay, so Aeron's a 1K. We'll walk with him for a little bit because he's my better one, and I should have evolved him. I feel like if you watch my last stream, you know how frustrating that can be. So what we're going to do right now, I was saving up for this box here because I need more super incubators. But for the purpose of the stream, Yeah, 5K swim. That's a good joke. That's actually you're not wrong. That's pretty much true. The purpose of the stream, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically use up a little bit to get a lucky egg. I don't want to, but I should. That way I have some evolutions for all y'all. Because I do have some. I have quite a few fun ones, and then we have to get that Venusaur on its way. So I do have another shiny Bulbasaur that is actually pretty good. We could evolve it, see what happens, see what moves it get. A lot of Weedles, Pidgeys, basic stuff. Let's get rid of the Pidgeotos. Let's do some inventory management before I pop a lucky egg and make it difficult to do anything. So, Abra, so close. This is a very high Abra. I need a little bit more. Onyx 562, good. Couple of Kabutos. Might hold off on the Dratinis, but I got a ton of candies from the event. Basically, just a lot of things that need evolutions. And we're going to get to them. A couple things that are a little bit more exciting towards the end. So, here we go. You all ready? Ready for this? We're going to put a lucky egg, purchase a lucky egg. It hurts. I was so close to that box, but I have until April 2nd, I believe, in order to finish that up. So, lucky egg time. Get the extra experience. I got a bunch of fast TMs and charge TMs. At the end, I'm going to do some management of my inventory in order to make sure that that is all good to go. And we're going to start with the interesting stuff that gets me more experience. So Beldum, I have a very good Beldum. Excuse me. Very good Beldum. I can only evolve it part way, but because the egg's going, we gotta do it. He is a Steel Psychic type, and so he actually shows up in icy, snowy weather, which we still do have here in the Midwest, as well as windy weather when you have the Psychic buff. So, really rare in this area to get, but a good one. There we go. Batang. I like it. I have a long way to go to get the next evolution, but we got the extra. Mr. Bagon, or Bacon as I've been calling him, my little bacon dinosaur dude. He's a dragon type. We can take him part way too. Again, he's going to be one that I'm going to have to level up quite a bit in order to, or get more candies in order to go all the way with him. But we can at least get there. I would love myself a Skarmory, but we'll see how it goes. Not a Skarmory, what the heck am I talking about? Salamence, that's what I'm thinking. There we go. He knows fire type moves. That's pretty interesting. All right, and then I also got a why not, because that's why. So we can go ahead and evolve a why not. Actually, right now with the egg extravaganza, what's going on is that the eggs that you are hatching have an increased chance, maybe, of being shiny for the little ones. So like the Magby, the Elekid, the Smoochum, and the Why Not. Counter, Mirror Coat, not bad. Duskull, I have a lot of candies from the Halloween event. He's not really necessarily a good one, but let's do it anyway because it's Gen 3 evolutions. That's what we're excited about. He's also got a creepy laugh. Like his little attack pattern is a creepy laugh. Really weird. I actually did not get any shiny ghosts, unfortunately. I mean, technically they're still out there and they're still available, but I haven't had the chance to get one. But welcome everyone to the stream. For those of you who've just recently tuned in, I'm glad you can make it. It's a little bit more of an interesting stream going on. Just checking all my different channels and things that I posted. Actually, you know what I didn't do? Did not post this everywhere. There we go. So Cacturn. Actually, a pretty decent Cacturn. I could use that to throw things in gyms every now and then. Okay, so we have a good Carvana. And we're going to evolve with the Sharpedo. That's a new one for me too. So I am loving this double XP with the egg. Unfortunately, it's no longer the double XP event. So there were so many things that happened all at once. So we had the double XP event. Then we had the Community Day. Egg extravaganza that's going on right now. And now this research is out. And we have the opportunity to get a Mew. That's huge. Pokemon Go, you're doing great. You're keeping your fan base strong. I hope you have enough to keep it going. That's my main worry, is that, you know, they're going to run out of ideas and things are going to die down. Like, of course you give the people what they want, but after a certain point you're like, slow down there, because you're going to run out of content eventually. This is a weird song. Give me 1 second. I'm going to skip that. I think this is an ad, actually. Yep, that is definitely an ad. But regardless, sorry about that. When I use free AccuRadio, that's just what happens. There we go. Exploud, not a very good one, but, you know, I'll keep it. Ralts, I don't have enough to go all the way, so I'm going to hold off. Same with the Aeron right here. I have a bunch of Talos. I can only evolve 2 though. So let us do exactly that. Highest one, evolve you, and then evolve the other one as well. And let's just keep eating up this experience as much as we can get. You take advantage of the actual egg that we have going. I'm not going to buy more than one because I wanted to save up for that middle box so I can get those super incubators. It'll definitely speed up. I mean, technically it's one use, which is kind of upsetting with... it makes me cringe a little using a super incubator on a 2K egg, but the fact that you can pump them out and you have an increased chance of getting stuff is just more walking, more chance of getting what it is you're looking for. So, in that case, I'm okay using it. I mean, it's a lot of coins saved up, and I'm the type of person who doesn't really put money into games. So for me, the fact that I earned that myself through gym control, that's a big deal. Right. Wurmple or Wurmpy, I don't know. My Gen 3 knowledge is a little bit lacking. I should probably play Emerald or one of the other games, Ruby Sapphire, in order to get better at that. Yeah, it was Wurmple. Alright. Evolving all these guys, so we moved on from the stuff that we didn't have originally. We're going to this evolution spree. Like I said before, I'm really excited about the quest research system. It's going to be huge. All the mythical Pokemon, that's a great way for Niantic to introduce the mythical Pokemon, because even the series, like, when you're talking about them, you have to realize that they weren't ones that you fought. They're ones that you discovered and came across. And the fact that you can do this, the fact that you can do that in this game, and they implemented a way for us to actually be able to do that, is amazing. Just keep evolving stuff, guys. Keep on, keep it on. Alright, oh, we actually got the other one too. Cascoon. Cascoon and Silcoon. Alright, Torchic. How many got? 78? Might save on that. Trico I'm definitely saving. Magby we can definitely do though. Magby I'm more than happy to do. Yeah, Magmar. Magmar. Karate Chop, Flamethrower, Magmar. It's actually a good IV one too, so I'm going to save that for Gen 4 when Magmar has a following evolution. Elekid, same thing. We can go to Electabuzz. Here we go. Electabuzz. Very good electric type Pokemon. Not the best out there, but still pretty darn good. Alright, got plenty of Hop-Hip candies. So basically what we're talking about right now is that what we're doing right now is just evolving as much as we can, taking advantage of the egg, and then talking about the new quest system, the community days. The next community day is Mareep. I'm really excited about that because Mareep is one of my favorite electric types from Gen 3. Definitely its evolution forms, Ampharos was the one that I always use electric for my team. Even when I played Y, I believe Ampharos was one of the ones that I went with for electric type because he also had a Mega Evolution. It was very good. There we go. I'm only doing the part way evolutions. I'm not going all the way with them because that takes a lot of candies. But we're at the very least going to go check these things out. Right. Gonna move on. So what do you all think? For those of you who played the game, what do you think about the I want to hear your thoughts about the new quest system, about the research, because I'm excited for it. It's got a really, really good rewards, and it actually promotes players like myself that have infrequent schedules, where I have like maybe one day every other week that I could spend a couple hours out playing hardcore, and then aside from that, I just spin my stop for a day, my catch for a day, because I'm being worked so hard. But that's another thing. I think it's a good system, to be sure. It actually allows people who are rural players who maybe might not have as many Pokestops or gyms, the opportunity to get items that way that they don't require the Poke Coins. So, something to consider, something to think about. I think it's a great addition. I'm looking forward to exploring all the different quest types that they have. So we already saw that they have things like for various experiences. So people who can throw nice and great throws consecutively, maybe excellence. That's asking a lot. Now, I know I've actually met a number of players who are very good at throwing excellence. And you go, and it's always excellent. Half the time they don't even have to look, and that's amazing for them. They're hardcore players, but they have different throw types for quests. They have catch this certain type. You saw I got rid of my fire type quest because in the Midwest you don't really get too many fire types. So that's just how that one is. That's how that goes. But there are a lot of other quest types. They even recognize the comments. Like I saw one pop up that said catch like 3 Pidgey or / Murkrow. Oddly enough. We're gonna skip over some of these evolutions like the Pikachu's, Pichu's. I think I'm gonna evolve that other shiny Bulbasaur. I think that's a good. Well, here's the thing. So between, if I evolve that, will I have enough candies to max out my perfect IV Venusaur? He's not shiny, but he's perfect IV, and he knows Frenzy Plant. So it might be better to do that to max him out. I mean, right now evolutions is what you want to do with the Lucky Egg on, which, by the way, I should have set a timer. I only have one, and I need to make. I need to take advantage of it. We got our shiny Dratinis. other random things that are not all that interesting. I know I just saw it. I missed that hop hip, so no big deal. Oh, something else just spawned. So let's see what's going on there. Maybe we can get another great throw, finish that thing up. Alright. Last hop hip. So evolution actually gets you more experience than catching does. So I want to make sure I get a decent amount of evolutions. Because the spawn's not going to go away necessarily. For my own purpose, I'm going to get this last guy, the last not to, and then I'll see what this thing is and if I can catch it quick. That way I can move on back to the evolutions, which I know in a row are a little bit boring. I like to save some of the more exciting stuff for the end, although I did evolve the ones that were new early. That way I would make sure that the egg would actually include them and I get the double XP for everything. So here we go. What do we got? Oh, we got some guys. Here we go. Whismer. Maybe not. Game doesn't want me to catch a Whismer. I won't catch a Whismer. I'll go for the Sentra instead. Whatever, game. You do you. Great throw. That's what we like. Bam. Alright. Make 3 great throws. Why, yes I did. Transfer you because I don't need you. Alright, actually I think there's another one that I'm supposed to get 10 in total, so I'm at 3. Might as well just add to the list. Oh, I bet you. Oh, that was a nice. I should have waited a little bit longer, so that won't count. Unless I don't catch it. There's always that possibility that I don't catch it. No, I caught it. One of the few times that you actually don't want to catch something. Alrighty. Still got 14 minutes, so we got halfway. Let's see what we get out of this. In a field. Claim reward. March 30th. Got that stamp. Claim the reward. A wild Ghastly appeared. It better be a good IV Ghastly. I mean, I don't know. Let's Raspberry. And use a Great Ball. I guess that hit him. I didn't really see where. I thought I hit him in the circle. But yeah, this is a special encounter that just showed up. Caught it. They don't have a shiny Ghastly sprite yet. So let's see what your IVs are. It's a Wonder. Attack. And certainly pressed by his stats. So he's probably like at a 92. That's what I would guess. Oh, and the weather changed to clear at 10. So we got a decent Ghastly. That's not bad at all. That's a cool idea that, you know, you get a little bit more rare of a spawn. And it works out. You could get some pretty cool, pretty decent Pokemon by using that system. Not enough for the Abra. Do I have enough for that Ghastly? Yeah, I do. And I do have a couple of decent. Let's do it. We just got him. Let's crank it out. Get a new Gengar that's decent IVs. His attack's his highest stat. It's probably like a 13, 14. So let's do that. Let's do it. One thing that I noticed is that even though my charger's plugged in, when I'm playing Pokemon Go and I have a number of different types of chargers. So this one's charged to the wall, but the line is long and it's not meant for charging phones. It's meant for just powering little pieces of equipment. It kind of keeps my phone at a very gradual charge if I'm not doing anything. When I'm playing Pokemon Go, it either stays stable or slightly decreases. But now that I'm playing Pokemon Go and I'm casting this, I noticed that my phone battery is decreasing at a decent rate. 1093 is not very high, but it does have good IVs. Sucker Punch, Sludge Bomb. Well, Sludge Bomb has stab, but not the best. But still, a cool find, a cool little detail to the game. I wish I had 4 more candy. I wish I had rare candies. 4 rare candies right now. I'd use them on the Abra, so I can get a very high CP Alakazam. Although I do have a Mewtwo, and actually I got a second pass Unfortunately, I couldn't make it because it was the middle of the day Friday, last week's raid. And then I got a new one, actually, that I'm actually going to be able to possibly participate next Saturday, the 7th. I got a raid pass for that. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to catch my my second Mewtwo there. Mewtwo's overpowered. Actually, recently I powered up my Mewtwo that I got beforehand, and he's now my number 1 at like 3182, I think is his CP. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Use an item. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Steelix is actually a pretty decent Pokemon. He's got decent defense, all in all. And as a Steel type, he's pretty darn good. I have a few Steel types that are a little better, like Aggron. As well as I have a Hariyama that's not, he's not Steel type, but he's a good Steel attacker. But yeah, Iron Tail Heavy Slam, good stuff. That was one that I actually got from California. So glad to evolve him. I have enough for both of these, but this one has slightly lower IV, so I'm going to get rid of them because I don't really use them. Let's evolve the Kabuto. Oh, something else just spawned. It's another opportunity to get Great Throws. So one thing that I'd like to do is my phone is a little old. Still a smartphone, but it's a little old, so I don't know if it'd be able to handle the live stream capability, but I would like to live stream one of these days. I have a decent camera that I could carry around like one of the YouTubers do, but I'd like to get to that point. Because as you've seen, if you see any of my vlogs, like the adventure vlogs that I do, I go out to various parks, and they can be small scale parks. They can also be a lot of the national parks and the much more well known, like the Sequoias and the Yosemite. If you haven't checked out those videos, I highly recommend them. It's not the best quality because I was using my phone, but some of the things were beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love going out to those places. Definitely check out those videos if you're interested in the locations or if you just want to hear me talk about stuff. I have a couple of them from when I was in Wisconsin, as well as the national parks there. I want to do more. I want to do a lot more. I have a decent camera that I'm going to start using once I am not as hectic busy and once the summer rolls around. There are things that I want to do in regards to that. So check them out. More to come in the not so distant future, hopefully. Fingers crossed on that. When you're working in the world of medicine, basically I always say whatever comes in the door is your schedule, because you never know. I mean, honestly, you never know. There's no like 9 to 5 sort of thing. There are times where I have slow days because, you know, not as much comes into the door, whether it be appointments or emergencies. And there are times where, I mean, I've worked a couple 30, 40-hour shifts. And that's true, like where you start the day, stuff happens overnight, and you have to come back in the next day, and you keep working, and you stay there, and you keep working through the day and through the night, and then through the next day, and then you can finally go home. And that happens. And then you go home, and then you work the following day, but you at least get 6 hours of sleep under your belt. So there are a few situations where that has happened, like earlier this week. But I mean, it's part of the job, and I love it. But that's besides the point. Thank you, ads. I appreciate. I mean, we don't need to hear that. I'm not trying to sell anything to you guys. I'm just trying to hang out, have fun, evolve some stuff. Oh, great. Glad these computers are on sale. I built my own. Like, there's one I'm actually using is this computer that I built myself, which I'm not the most technologically advanced person, but I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that. Transfer you, see how much time we have left on this egg, and how we're doing level wise. Oh, the Whismer's back. And there's a Shuppip somewhere. So we're not going to hit level 36 tonight. Sorry, guys. But at the very least, we're going to make a valiant effort and get as close as we can. I'm going a bit slow, I know. Sorry about that. That's just how it is. But for those who are just joining in, welcome to the stream. Right now I'm evolving some Pokemon. We explored a little bit about the research, the new function, the new interface. It's called research, which is the quest system. I completed my research for the mysterious discovery. I got about 6 minutes left on this lucky egg, so I'm going to evolve a few things, and then I'm going to go back to it and just talk a little bit about my thoughts on it. If you have any questions, you want to just, you know, shoot some stuff, have at it. Right now, just evolving a few things, getting the extra experience, working my way up to level 36. For those of you who know me, or for those of you who don't, you know that I'm not a hardcore player necessarily. As I was explaining before, I will play games like Pokemon Go and a couple other things at my leisure, just because of my crazy schedule. So I'll play, maybe I'll get like one day off, one Saturday off every 2 weeks or so, and then I will be able to spend a couple hours out playing hardcore, doing a bunch of raids, doing a bunch of activities, hanging out with people. Community day, I was lucky in order to be able to do that. I was very fortunate. I could actually go out and do that for 3 hours, and actually did a couple raids, and that's where I got my shiny Lugia, and that's where I did a random Gengar raid with just myself and a buddy of mine, and we got a EX raid pass out of it. So I mean, hey, you lucked out. And that's a EX raid that I should be able to go to. Fingers crossed, I should be able to go to. Evolve a couple more of these guys. They do cost 50, but you got plenty of them. Might as well do it. But yeah, I'm really happy with the direction that this game is going, because it's implementing stuff that people like myself who are not located in the big cities. I mean, I am in decent sized towns, don't get me wrong, most of the time, but oftentimes where I work out in the field, there's nothing around. So having this quest based or research based system allows people like myself, and even those who are in the more rural areas, to still participate and get decent items and encounters without having to drive into the city and spend the day out there. And that's great. It's a little bit more inclusive, gives other people a chance to really be active and get rewards without struggling against the fact that they don't have gym control, so they can't get Poke Coins. Alright, last of the Fearos. I'm working on 3.5 minutes. Alright, let's do some quick evolutions here. T is not correct. Holding off on the shiny Bulbasaur. I already have a shiny Venusaur. I don't think I'll be able to in 3 minutes. I don't think I'll be able to get all of the Eradicates, but we will try. We'll try our best. And then I'll go back, and then we will do a little bit of a quest overview again, a research overview again, and then we will talk a bit about the Venusaur, which I've been saving for, and I'm really excited about. But yeah, not too many opportunities that you come across 100% IV. Although I don't check all my commons, because common 100%, even though it's 100%, I really don't care that much. It's not good in gyms, not good to fight against. So, and why max those sort of things out? Because it's useless Stardust. And like I said, for someone like me who does not play often enough, I want to invest my Stardust in things that are going to be useful to me. But a couple more Eradicates, keeping track of the time. last little bit of experience is going to just etch us a little bit closer to level 36. I'm not a hardcore player. I'm not trying to rush towards 40. But I will take advantage of these mass evolutions every now and then, because it gives me an opportunity to stream and talk with you all. So glad you all can make it. Thanks everyone for coming to the stream. I'm seeing the chats starting to fill up a little bit. I know it's a little bit later than I wanted to be, but I got out late tonight. I had a very eventful day as always. Got out pretty late, needed to take care of a few things and set up the stream again, but everything's working out great. I think the egg is probably over and done with now. Oh, there's even a ball toy around. Please spawn nearby. I need that guy. It's not a ball toy, it's like a clay owl or something. Alright, you guys want it? 30 seconds. We're doing it. I should have enough candies to max out the other Venusaur, at least get close. It's not a big issue. But we're doing it. Shiny Bulbasaur, pretty decent IVs. I think it's like low 80s, but that's fine. It's shiny Bulbasaur going to a shiny Venusaur. It will not have Frenzy Plant because it's at the end of the, it's after the event. But I already have 2 with Frenzy Plant, so I'm happy. Last like 10 seconds. Hopefully it'll count both of them. Here we go. See, that's just, it's a shiny Venusaur. Even though not everyone was happy about the Venusaur. Oh, look, Razor Leaf Petal Blizzard. That's a good combination. It's not Solar Beam, but I do have 2 charge sets and 2090. That's also very good. So that, I believe, yep, we've exhausted our egg and gained quite a bit of experience. There is a clay owl nearby. I'm not sure exactly where. I unfortunately cannot go out hunting for it because now I lose connection with all y'all. But that's okay. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect my Go Plus real quick. Because if I do that, or not, maybe. Trying to connect. There it goes. There it goes. A little bit more distance will count for me. And then I'll be able to maybe catch something that's out in the distance that my phone isn't really showing me, but my Go Plus might be able to do. Well, it's a risky business, but it'll at least give me more distance. So here we go. Venusaur, 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 Venusaur. 4 of them. Perfect IV Venusaur. That's the one we're interested in. So oh, 200. 200, that's plenty. I should be able to get this over 2,000, no problem. I don't 100% recall where the break point of Venusaur is. I think it's like 2,300 or so, like low level 30s is the break point. So we're going to see how far we can get this Venusaur. It knows Razor Leaf and Frenzy Plant, which Frenzy Plant / Solar Beam, those are more or less tied for top DPS and Grass type. Technically speaking, Executor is a slightly better Grass type attacker, but Venusaur is iconic. And this is a perfect IV Venusaur. I do not have a perfect IV Executor, so this guy's probably going to be one of my best Grass type attackers, without a doubt. And if legendaries come back that are Water type, I'm definitely putting him along with my shiny Venusaurs and my Executors and my Victory Bells in the mix for my battle parties. We got plenty of candies, so we're gonna keep going until, oh yeah, we're not gonna run out of candies anytime soon. Probably run out of Stardust before we run out of candies. I want to get him up to at least 2,300 because that's when he starts to really do damage and it gets close to his break point. There we go. Looking real good. Although he doesn't have the highest CP gain per evolution, per power up. Like Mewtwo, Mewtwo gets like 60. It's fantastic. Yeah, I'm using up quite a bit of Stardust. That's okay. Perfect IV Venusaur with Frenzy Plant is definitely worth it. Let's see if we can get him up to 2300. Yeah, see now I'm gaining like 18 at a time, using up a lot of Stardust and Candy. I just want him at 2300. If I can reach that, I'm pretty good. Pretty happy. 2 more, I'll do it. There we go. 2311. One of my best grass type. Right there. So if we were to sort by CP, here's what I was talking about before. I got a Mewtwo. That's at 3181. Ooh, actually, let's make it a little higher. Why not? I didn't realize I had more. 3237. It got 56 from that gain. That's awesome. Oh, Whisper's still there. We need another great throw. There it is. Great throw. So I'm not sure if it rewards great throws just from doing them, or if I have to actually catch the Pokemon. But I caught him anyway, so we'll see. 4 great throws. And he's not all that good, so let's get rid of him. But yeah, there we go. So, going through what I got so far. I got a Mewtwo at 3237. I probably won't evolve. Well, Mewtwo, he's fantastic. He's not the best IV, but he's the one I have. He's super powerful. So I'm happy where he's at 3237. I might save up if I do catch my second one next week and he's better IVs. I'll save up for him. Got a very good Dragonite, although no, I've used like 5 charge moves on this Dragonite to get it a Outrage. But it just goes back between Hurricane and Hyper Beam. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we're going to try that right now. I got 2 more charge moves. I'm going to use them. And we're going to get Outrage. Or any Dragon type move. Hyper Beam. Hold on, before I keep wasting these things. I'm pretty darn sure he knows a Dragon type move. Yeah, so he can learn Outrage, Hurricane, Dragon Claw, which is legacy moveset, so maybe not, and Hyper Beam, and Draco Meter. I do have one that knows Draco Meter, and Dragon Pulse. So this guy better learn Outrage. Yes. Good. He knows Outrage. So this is now my best Dragon type attacker. I have a couple of Rayquaza that are actually really good as well. Actually, here's a fun thing. So this Blissey has been stuck at this gym for almost 15 days now. It's a gym that is kind of in the middle of nowhere, like what I was talking about before as role players. It's just a church in the middle of nowhere. Been sitting there for 14 days. If I keep at it, this gym is going to be gold pretty darn quick. Like I've never interacted with it before. So if I actually, no, that's don't need you. Here you go. See, look at that. It's already over halfway through the silver. That's just from it chilling there. And I think in order to get to gold, you have to be, without doing anything else, like I put a couple treats in it, sure, a couple berries. But in order for it to get to gold, I think it's at least 20 days, if not a little bit more, in a gym. He's there, but I'm not. Ooh, Go Plus is telling me something. Who is it? What did I get? Oh, it was a Pidgey or a Murkrow. Wonder which one. It was a Pidgey. Dang. Ooh, ooh, oh no, come back. I saw you. That was Aaron. You saw it. I saw it. It was right there. Well, GPS wandering is actually getting me a little bit of distance, so I'm okay with that. But anyway, let's clear out the rest of this inventory real quick, and then I'll go back to what we were doing before.
Visit GNC, where you'll get them for less thanks to our buy one get one half off deal. Save on black seed oil, turmeric, and milk thistle, or mix and match Vitapack programs.
Bam, bam, bam. Keep you because decent fighter type. Keep you because Honchkrow is a very good glass cannon dark type. From what I was reading, it actually might be on par with Tyranitar. It's just Tyranitar's bulky.
GNC, live well.
Paying more for paint doesn't make it better paint. It just makes it more expensive. The Home Depot
There we go.
the highest quality paint brand.
Tangla's evolution in Gen 4 is actually very good for grass.
Top-rated Bear Premium Plus.
So there are things that are worth keeping.
Look around. You can always find a higher price. But you
Nope,
won't
nope.
find
Surskit I'm going to keep.
quality
That's for sure.
lower price. Now with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. US only. See store for details.
There we go. 325 out of 400. So that's manageable. A little bit of inventory space. We're already doing well when it comes to these eggs. The Go Plus is actually giving me a decent amount of wandering distance and GPS drift. So my eggs are getting closer. I've already gone and moved around about 0.6 kilometers just by sitting here. So not bad. Not bad at all. So the last thing I want to talk about is just go back, heal up. Let's see if I have anything that needs to be healed. Don't have all that many revives, unfortunately. So we were able to get our field March 30th by completing a task. So what I understand is that you only have to complete one task per day in order to get that stamp. You can keep doing more. You can keep spinning and doing more and getting more items and bonuses and things. By all means. If you're out and you're playing, do it. I'm charging my chargers, getting everything ready because I'll have a couple of hours tomorrow where I can actually go out and get stuff done. And you have here the special. I'm doing a mythical discovery, part 2 of 8, so I can start that. I can keep going at it. You don't have to do this one by day. You can just keep at it. You could probably even, for those hardcore players, there are probably a few people who have completed it already, if I'm honest. Hatch 3 eggs. With these 2Ks, that'll be super easy. Make great throws, I'm already part way there. And earn candies, I'm also already part way there. So, we'll see where that takes us. I have a feeling it's gonna lead up to something Mew related. But we'll see. Aside from that, Pokedex is looking good. 95 of the Hoenn region. It's 339 seen, 359 caught. Pretty darn happy with that. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to end it there. I had a great stream. Thank you all so much for coming. I'm glad you were able to come by and watch. I like doing these more personal streams because you can see where I'm at with the game. We can talk about random stuff, our thoughts and process, all that, how things are going. And, you know, just hang out. It's a little bit different, but I enjoy it. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching. and